Hello and welcome back for another Torah Tuesday. And when I say welcome back, I mean welcome back because it's been a whole month since I've released any videos. And during that month, not only did we celebrate the holidays, but I went on an epic adventure, a study tour to Egypt. So rather than diving right back into Exodus and picking up right where we left off, I decided that I want to take a break from our regular Torah Tuesday videos to show you some of the coolest things I saw while I was in Egypt. We're starting today with the pyramids. Hello and welcome back for another Torah Tuesday. As you can see, I'm in a very special location. This is called the Red Pyramid in Egypt, and I'll tell you more about it when I'm back in my office. But for now, what I want to say is that when we think of Egypt today, we think of the pyramids. It's the most iconic thing about Egypt, known around the world and one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world, and they are truly amazing. Some of the pyramids that I've seen on this trip have been 450 feet tall, filled with tunnels and chambers for burying the pharaohs. But I think a lot of people have a misunderstanding about the pyramids, and they assume I'm talking here about people who read the Bible and take it seriously, assume that the Hebrews who were enslaved in Egypt must have been building pyramids for Pharaoh. And so I thought I'd show this to you just to show you that it is not, in fact, made of mud brick. These are stones behind me. This particular pyramid is made out of limestone. It's very porous. It's not a very solid or heavy stone, and so it's not very well preserved. The stones have begun disintegrating. But what we know from Exodus chapter 1 is that the Israelites were making mud bricks. They would have mixed up the mud with straw and set them to dry in the sun. And mud brick was the main building material for homes, even for palaces. I'm told that it keeps the air cool in the summer and warm. They retain heat in the winter, so it really is the ideal building material for this climate. And so the things that were made of stone were pyramids and temples, not places where people lived. And a pyramid is mostly solid. There are some chambers inside for the deposit of the pharaoh's mummy, and for the other artifacts that he's trying to take with him into the afterlife. But this is not a place that people hang out. And so, indeed, many people would have been required to build a pyramid like this, but it was not something that the Israelites would have helped with for 2 reasons. First, we know that they were making mud bricks, and these are not made of mud. But also because all the pyramids that we know of were completed long before the Hebrews came to Egypt. The latest pyramid tomb was from the 13th dynasty, which is the 1700s BC. That's hundreds of years before the Exodus and before the Israelites lived in Egypt. So we associate Egypt with pyramids, and when we read in the Bible about the Hebrews going to Egypt, we think, oh, maybe they built the pyramids. They could have seen the pyramids if they had traveled far enough, but the Bible never mentions the pyramids, probably because Goshen is a long way from where we are, standing right here. And from this spot, I can see off to the north the oldest pyramid, which is the Step Pyramid. And then further on past that, you can see the Great Pyramid of Giza. And to the south, there's other pyramids. So there's lots of pyramids in this area, but it's many miles away from where the Israelites lived in Goshen. So they may not have even seen these. So this is a bit of a different Torah Tuesday, but I wanted to share a little bit about my trip with you. Around the corner, there is another pyramid. We'll see if I can show it to you off in the distance. You see that one off in the distance? That's the Black Pyramid. And I just a few moments ago with my tour group went on an adventure of Indiana Jones epic proportions. We climbed inside the pyramid. We had to go 300 feet down a slope. Once we got in, we had to climb up stairs to get in. 300 feet down this slope where you're bending down, climbing downward. Then more than 100 feet up the stairs. and up a spiral staircase, and then crawling on our hands and knees through a snaking tunnel, and then up some more stairs until we finally got to the burial chamber. That particular pyramid was never used as a burial chamber because the pharaoh must have decided he didn't like it anymore before it was finished, and so he abandoned that project and built another one. So you can imagine someone commissioning the building of a house, and then they decide, I don't really want to live here. So this pyramid was actually used. I decided not to go for a hike in this one because I'm tired. So I thought I'd chat with all of you instead and give you a little piece of my trip. This has been an amazing trip so far, just 2 days in. We've seen lots of pyramids, and we are going to start to see some amazing stuff tomorrow in the Cairo Museum, and then we're flying to Luxor to see some more treasures that I am excited to tell you about. I hope you all have a great week. I hope you enjoyed that look at the pyramids. You got to see the Giza pyramid, the red pyramid, and what I erroneously called the black pyramid. It's actually called the bent pyramid. The black pyramid is across the way, and I didn't show it to you. I hope this was a fun tour. Come back next week for a look at the amazing Karnak Temple. Have a great week.